So we'll just wait a few minutes or so. Well, Oxy said 1 minute, so we'll wait 1 minute.
Is my screen still okay? I just moved it.
Yeah, which one? The one?
The one on the screen.
Yes, it looks good. No glow, fantastic.
Okay.
Awesome. Actually, I think we'll start and then...
Yep, let's do this.
Let's go. Okay, so good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Christmas Food Gifts Edition. Thank you for joining us this evening. We run this virtual class on the second Wednesday of every month, and our intention is to inspire, motivate, and to teach you to use your Thermomix to its full potential. Okay, so we'd love you to join us every month, and feel free to invite your friends and family, regardless of whether they have a Thermomix or not. Just some housekeeping before we start. Please stay on mute unless you'd like to comment or ask a question. You can ask questions in the chat too, and so one of us will be able to answer it there. So all the accessories we're using tonight can be found in the mixture. The links to tonight's dishes, as well as the links to the accessories we're using tonight, will be sent in an email after the class. And so that's it. Without further ado, let's get started. Our first presenter this evening with a crowd pleaser is Megan with fudge. So I'll just spotlight you, Megan. Megan, would you like me to spotlight both cameras?
Yes, please, Ilham. That way people can see my screen on one and the long distance on the other. Hi, guys. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're really excited to be coming to you with our Christmas gift edition. Has anyone started making Christmas presents or hampers or anything yet? Or are you all here for inspiration tonight? Maria, I can see you mouthing inspiration. You're here, yeah? So you want to do some Christmas gifting from your Thermomix? Awesome. Anybody else? I can't see anyone else's faces, so you're either going to have to turn your camera on or put it in the chat for us. Hi, Constantina. How are you going? Good. Have you made any Christmas gifts yet? Hoping to, though?
Not yet, no. Hoping to.
Okay, awesome. So I have started. I've got 4 little kids, so teachers' gifts and sports gifts, coaches, all of those sorts of things. So I've been making, actually the recipe that I'm making tonight, the salted chocolate caramel fudge. I've also been making the $250 chocolate chunk cookies. They are amazing. If you haven't tried them yet, add them to your list. And some dukkha and putting together some little hampers. It just makes a really beautiful gift, and all of the teachers have come up and commented and thanked me, for putting in all the time and effort. And really, it wasn't that much time and effort. Probably cost me less than what I would have gone out to buy everybody boxes of chocolates, and they feel like I've done something really nice for them. So hopefully you'll get some of that inspiration tonight to try some of those things. Sorry, my phone wants to go off. I'll just turn it back on. So I'm going to show you the fudge tonight. Now, I am going to go through the salted chocolate caramel fudge recipe. I have about 3 batches of this in my fridge at the moment, though. So I'm actually going to change it up, but I'm going to follow this recipe. So you'll see how well this recipe works and how easy it is just to change up little things. There's so many different varieties of fudge that you can make either on Cookidoo or even on Recipe Community. And hopefully by now you know that if you go to Recipe Community and find a recipe you like, you can actually add it to your Cookidoo into your created recipes and save it on your Thermomix. If you don't know how to do that, talk to your consultant. They'll teach you how to do it. And if there's enough of you that want to do it, we can jump on and do a separate created recipes workshop as well. I'm going to take off my Santa hat. I'm boiling in here. So please excuse the hat hair. All right. So first thing with your fudge will be to get out your trusty little baking tray. I've got the beautiful rose gold tray, and I've just got a bit of baking paper there to line it with so it's nice and easy. And then we're going to grate up our chocolate. So the recipe asks for milk chocolate, but because I'm changing it up tonight, I'm going to use dark chocolate. So 170 grams of dark chocolate. And we're just going to blitz it up. Now, the point of blitzing up your chocolate is just to make it melt much more quickly and efficiently. This will be blocked out for a second. So, I mean, it's pretty obvious if you're trying to melt chocolate and it's in bigger lumps, it's going to take longer. If you've got it nice and finely grated, it's going to melt much more quickly and evenly, which is what we want because you don't want to add too much heat to chocolate. I had a bowl out, but I put the butter in it. So all right. So because it's so warm, that chocolate is almost melted already, even though it's just grated. Condensed milk. Now, if you're feeling really organized and you've got some time up your sleeve, you can make your condensed milk for about $1/4 of the price. The recipe is on Cookidoo. It's just milk powder, sugar, a little bit of water. It doesn't take much time at all, and you're ready to go. So don't feel like you got to run out to the shops and spend $4 on this. If you've got some milk powder in your cupboard, you'll be ready to go. The other thing that you should add to your list if you're going to make hampers and gifts is golden syrup, because you can make golden syrup with just a little bit of brown sugar, some raw sugar, water, and a slice of lemon. Again, your recipe is on Cookidoo. It takes no skill from you, just a couple of ingredients and your little bit of Thermomix magic, and it's going to save you a fortune. And all of these things add up if you're making gifts. Okay, so condensed milk, a little bit of brown sugar, 160 grams. Oops. Making a mess. It's all stuck in the bottom. I'm actually 10 grams short, but that'll be okay. 10 grams won't make a big difference. 120 grams of salted butter. And 75 grams of golden syrup. So this is the golden syrup that I made on the weekend. It's a double batch, actually. It's a 1 litre jar that you're seeing there, and I made 500 mils, which is a double batch. So you don't have to change the time. You can just double the ingredients for that Cookidoo recipe.
Is it cheaper, Megan, to make your own golden syrup?
Yeah, it is. It's about $3.50, I think, to buy a bottle of the squeezy bottle, which is what? I don't know. That's a maple syrup, but that's 375 grams. It's about $3.50 at Coles. And it's just water and some raw sugar, a little bit of brown sugar, and some lemon juice. So it's much cheaper to make it yourself. More often than not, we have all of those things in our cupboard too. And don't omit the lemon. The lemon actually stops the syrup from crystallizing so that it stays nice and runny. 50 grams of liquid glucose. If you've seen me cook, guys, I'm not very precise. I'm a bit of a just throw. It'll be right. I don't have time to dirty extra spoons. Extra fine salt we're not going to worry about because I'm not doing the salted caramel, but I will add in about half a teaspoon of peppermint essence. So this one I'm going to make a dark chocolate and peppermint. All right. Lid on, and I'm just turning that on for 8 minutes, 100 degrees, speed 3, and I'll pass you on over to someone else and come back and see you in a minute.
Awesome. Thank you, Megan. I'm going to remove your spotlight just so I can find Kay. Here we go. I still have Megan's spotlight. Sorry, Megan, give me 1 second. There we go, Kay. So Kay is up and she will be making some delicious lemon curd. You're still on mute, Kay? You're on mute.
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm completely discombobulated. I'm not in my kitchen. I'm not in my house, and nothing's working the way it normally would. So I do apologize. And it's that kind of crazy time of year, so I do apologize. Anyway, I'm here now. Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope that the wheel that we're all running on at the moment isn't going too fast for you and your head's spinning. We're hoping that you get some real great inspiration from today to get over that line, get a few things on the table and gifts for people. What I want to make for you today is the lemon butter. Now, I don't know if anyone has ever made the lemon butter from the basic cookbook, but it's a fantastic recipe and it's very, very simple. You can do it with lemon or lime, but it just makes a small jar. So it's perfect for last minute gifts for people during the year. When it comes to Christmas, I love to do a full jug of lemon butter. And there is an amazing recipe in the recipe community.com.au. If you haven't been there, do yourself a favor, get in there and have a look around. This recipe, we're going to send you the link for the recipe community and recipe, and it makes 2 liters of lemon or lime butter. So we have 12 eggs, a dozen eggs. We have a large amount of butter. We have the juice from 8 lemons or a shitload more of limes. And we have some zest as well. Now, I love this recipe because the zest is zipped up at the beginning of the recipe with the sugar to start with, and it just gives it a great more intensity than the basic cookbook recipe, which just uses the lemon juice. So you've got yourself a peeler, you've got yourself a lemon, and just peel those lemons so that you get strips like that. Just be mindful when you're doing that you try to get as little of the white pith at the back as possible, because that's bitter. So I've got some zest, lemons, lemon juice, sugar, and eggs. Simple as that. So this recipe I'm going to start cooking. Now, I've transferred it from the recipe community onto my Cookidoo. So it's not a Cookidoo recipe, it's a recipe community one, but it's letting me know what I need to do. So it says place the lemon peel and half the sugar in the TM bowl and mix on speed 9 for 20 seconds. So what we're going to do is add some, now it says raw sugar. I didn't have any. So it's just plain old white sugar. There's no health food going on here, guys. So we've got 350 grams approximately of sugar. And we've got the zest of, I only had 3 lemons, it says 4, but that will do. So obviously organic lemons are better for this recipe if you can do it. And if not, just give them a wash and a dry. All right, so then what we're going to do is zap that for 9 seconds or 20 seconds on speed 9. So just give it a little zap. Like magic.
Okay, while you were doing that, I just shared the link for the new Sharple food peeler, which is the absolute best for getting the zest without
Isn't it?
any white piss. It's in the mix shop.
Isn't it?
Guys. It is so amazing.
It is amazing, and I have one at home. I just don't have one here, so I have this really ordinary thing. Anyway, I've got this beautiful. I wish you had smell-a-rama, but we don't. So I've just got my zest now milled down into my sugar. Totally fabulous. And now we're going to add the rest of the ingredients, which is another 350 grams of sugar. There's shitloads of sugar in. Sorry, stop swearing, okay? Yeah, lots of sugar in this recipe.
Our
My
class
mother
is
would be
class 18.
my mother would be absolutely horrified. Okay, then we're going to do 360 grams of lemon juice or lime juice. So it says the juice of 8 lemons. Now, of course, particularly at this time of year, the citrus is not predictable. Like some of it looks good, but it doesn't, juice up very well. So 360 grams, just note that down. So we're just going to pop that in there. And as I said, we've got 12 eggs in there. A whole dozen eggs. And I'll just grab my butter. $400 grams of unsalted butter. And it's just cut into cubes, guys. There you go. So now what we're going to do is mix on, so add in remaining ingredients, mix speed 6 for 5 seconds. So just getting it together. And then we're going to cook it. So it says to cook it for 14 minutes, 90 degrees. Looks amazing. 14 minutes, 90 degrees, speed 4. So I'm about to set that. Now, just before I go, I just want to show you that the jars I've put it in. So I have bought some jars today. The recipe says that you can do 8 250 ml jars. They weren't available, and I actually prefer these ones which are 190 ml, slightly smaller. They're very pretty, got gold lids, perfect for Christmas. So I've got 10 of those. And what I've done is I've sterilized them in my Varoma before I've started today. So I like to be able to do that. It's about 10 minutes, 500 grams of water, 10 minutes on Varoma speed 2 to steam your and sterilize. But what I actually then like to do is pop them in the oven. So I've got and I like them to be warm when I put them in. So in 14 minutes, I'll be putting these in. And what you want to do is have them dry. So no water on the jars or the lids before you, to make sure that they're completely sterilized. So let me just get that set up. 14 minutes. 90 degrees, I think it was. This recipe's not set up very well. Doesn't give me the instructions. There you go. Speed 4. And then I'll see you back in 14 minutes.
Thank you, Kay. Right. So, Megan, are you ready to come back, or do you need us to move on to the next presenter?
Mine just finished and asked me to scrape down and put it on for another 20 minutes. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay, no worries. I'll move on to Jade. Jade, are you ready for us?
Hi.
There you go.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining. You can hear me well?
I just need to try and spotlight you, Jade, if you can. I'm just trying to find the whole. There we go. I found you. Give me one second. Spotlight you. There we go.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining. I'm going to be making the cranberry pistachio cookie gift jar. So I'll be showing you how to pack it, and then I've made pre-made cookies to show at the end. The cookie recipe is in Cookidoo. So I've just saved it onto my weekly menu. I'm going to start. So it tells us to put the jar on top, and I've already pre-weighed every ingredient. So I'm just going to straight away go through to it. It tells you beforehand to make sure that you carefully weigh it and you do it in the order that it's asking as well. So first of all, we've got the rolled oats. Now, it's a bit tricky, but I'm using a 1.4 litre jar. I try to use an 800 milligram jar, but it just didn't fit. But I halved the ingredients, which would make less cookies, and it fits. So this depends. You have to work around it. So we've got the rolled oats, and we've got the plain flour.
Hey Jade, I wonder if a good tip would be to put your mixing bowl lid on top of your jar and use it as a funnel.
Yeah, I was going to do that. But then again, we wouldn't be using the, I mean, if you have an extra bowl, yes, that would work. But yeah, usually weighing the glass on top of so because it has inbuilt the scales in there. So yeah, I'm going to use the lid. Thanks, Megan, for the tip.
Anything to save a few minutes cleaning up at the end.
Right. So this is the plain flour, and that's 200 grams of that. And then we've got, we have press next. You can see well, yeah. Then we got the brown sugar. Now these are great cookies, actually really tasty. And the casting sugar, it says golden, but I don't have golden, so I'm just using regular. So handy to use the bowl lid. Then you've got the cranberries. And another trick that I've been doing is to squish it down. I just use my rolling pins if it's not fitting, but this is really good. It's actually, I mean, just to get any air out. And the pistachios we've got next. Perfect fit. After that's done, we just have to add in the salt and the cinnamon, the nutmeg, and that's it. So I've already got that. And we just add it to the top, and then it says fill the jar, and it's all done. Now that was done in 5 minutes maybe. And all I have to do is seal it up. I've made a little label saying Merry Christmas on the back of it. I have what to add. So you need 200 grams of unsalted butter, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of baking paper powder, and how long to bake it for. This makes around 27 cookies. I made 34 cookies out of mine. And yeah, that's about it. So look how pretty that looks. And the cookies, do you want me to show the cookies now or after?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So these are my cookies. Pretty easy. 14 minutes in the oven. I used, it says 3 trays. I just rolled them up in my hand. You don't have to do that. You can just blob it onto the baking paper, and I'll just put them in little packets, and I'll be giving them to my son's school teachers as gifts. But yeah, it's pretty easy to do. And I love that it can save money, and everyone loves a thoughtful homemade gift, and it saves money for them too. They just need to buy the butter, egg. Everyone has that in their fridge, in their pantries. The other thing that I like about working as a consultant is you're always learning new things. And everyone's so helpful in the teams. So if you're thinking about it, join. You're not missing out. I mean, you are missing out. Sorry, what am I saying? You're missing out on all the fun things that we get to do and the little tips that we get. So yeah, any questions there?
Just a quick one, Jay. So when you gift this, obviously we have them. So if you gift it to a teacher who doesn't have a Thermomix, she can actually just use a normal blender, or you can.
Yes, that's right. A mixer. Yeah.
Yeah.
All they have to do. So on the back of the little label, or if you use a sticker, just make sure you write the instructions. Quick, easy. You just mix it all up. You do the egg and the butter together. Quick mix. Tip everything in. Add the baking powder, and then that's it.
Awesome.
Pretty easy. Yeah.
Thank you. Is that it?
No worries.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. So, Megan, are you still have a while? And yeah, no, not you. Okay, let's go to Lisa with my absolute favorite. I absolutely love Rocky Road. So let me spotlight Lisa for everyone. There we go. Lisa, you're up.
Thanks, Ilham. Hello, everyone, and Merry Christmas again. Today, I'm making Rocky Road. So as Jade was saying, you learn so much being a consultant, and I've had marshmallows on my to-do list for 7 years. So when everyone said, let's do a gift making class, I said, this is my time to learn how to make marshmallows because I usually buy them. So I had a go at it. My little daughter, 6, was helping me today. And I'm actually really quite surprised how good it was. I thought, oh, it's going to be a really sticky mess because it's so hot and my aircon isn't working. But they turned out really good. So I'll show you how they look. I don't know if you can see the screen. Maybe I should go this way. Anyway,
Actually, you bring one up to the camera.
I'll bring one up. Yeah. So wobbly, and I used some good gelatin so that it actually
looks so light and squishy.
Yeah. So that's the actual not cut bit.
Imagine how much the kids would fight over those ones to roast around the fire.
I know, right? And then that's like, yeah, cut into 2 centimeter pieces. And I did what you said, Ilham, use corn flour to stop it from being sticky. So that's the marshmallow. And
do you want to just share that tip, please, that Ilham shared with you?
Yeah. Can I?
Yeah, share it. Tell everybody that.
Yeah. So when you make your marshmallow, it's just on the it's the one on the Rocky Road recipe. I will put the link in. But basically, you make your marshmallow, and you've got to wait until it gets below 50 degrees. So you've got to let your once you put your gelatin and everything in, you've just got to wait and let it get below 50. And once it gets below 50 degrees, then you can put your bowl back on. So I had it out sitting next to a cold water bottle. And then eventually you just basically I don't know if everyone already knows or not, but when you put your bowl back on, it'll actually show you on your 3, it's hard to see on my screen, I know, but on your 3 dials, the middle dial is your temperature one. So when it finishes, it's at 80 degrees or whatever. And so then when you put your bowl back on, it'll say 60, 65, then 60 and 55, and it'll count down. So you want to wait until your bowl gets below 50 degrees, and then you can go with the next step. And you put your butterfly whisk in, and then whisk it for 7 minutes. And then once you've done that, you can add your vanilla bean. So speaking of that, so another thing to save money is you can make your own vanilla bean paste. So because they're vanilla marshmallows, I made another jar because I was out. So it makes that much, almost a full jar worth. And the actual recipe actually asks for 10 vanilla beans. I just use 4 every time, and it's still amazing because vanilla beans aren't cheap. But I've found 2 vanilla beans for $8 compared to buying one for $7.50. So it cost me $16 to make a big jar, whereas in the shop, if you buy the Queen vanilla bean paste, I don't know how much it is nowadays. It's pretty expensive. And we use a lot of vanilla bean paste every week when I make yogurt. Yeah, obviously in the marshmallows, we use a lot. So to make your own is very much a cost-saving thing with making your own vanilla bean paste. So that goes in the end with your vanilla bean, with your marshmallow mix. And then once you've got that, then you pour it into just into a lined cake tin, pour it all in there, and then just leave it, let it sit, and it'll thicken because the gelatin makes it thick. And then after an hour or so, then you'll be able to cut it. And like Ilham said, use some corn flour over it and on your scissors, and then cut it. I can show you if you like. I've still got more, but yeah. So that's how you do it. That's the marshmallow. Hopefully I've cut enough. If not, you'll see me cut some. So we're going to continue with the recipe. We're up to, I've done the first bit, the marshmallow part, and also toasted off some coconut, desiccated coconut in the oven. So that was 2 minutes in the oven, and some slithered almonds. I roasted those off as well on just an oven tray for 6 minutes. So 2 minutes for the coconut, 6 minutes for the slithered almonds. And then now we're going to bring it all together. So remove the trays, we've done that. And then we're going to add our marshmallows and bring it all together. So pop a bowl on, I'm hoping this is big enough. And we'll add our marshmallows. So 100 grams. The girls have been waiting for this all day, so there's definitely plenty left. You can see my lighting, sorry, it's horrible in the back there. That's 100 grams, and then we're going to add our reserved coconut. I might actually I only want 30 grams, but the way to do this, keep it in there maybe. 28-ish. Close enough. Okay, and then we're going to add our, I'll remove any excess coconut from the bowl and set aside. We'll combine those two together. Mix those up. As you can see, can you still see, guys? Mix those. Okay, that's better. I can see what I'm seeing now. And then we're going to add in, like I said, the slithered almonds. Yeah, 150 grams of Turkish Delight, which everything is melting so fast. So I just got this Turkish Delight, but you could get it without the chocolate on it. If you wanted, and I've actually got, Rocky Road, you can put anything in it. I've got some no health food here, like Kay said. Some raspberries.
I was going to say, Lise, raspberries are a great alternative for people that don't like Rocky Road, Turkish Delight in the Rocky Road.
Yeah, you can put anything that you like, peppermints, crisps, whatever flavor.
Honeycomb,
honeycomb, snakes, gummy bears.
Yep.
World's your oyster.
The world is your oyster. So you can be creative. So that's all in there. So we can combine that and set aside. Like that. Let's put that aside for a bit. And then we are up to the chocolate part. So just line a dish, a baking tin with paper. And then we're going to add our chocolate, like Megan sort of did with her melting chocolate. These ones are actually already small, so you won't have to grate them for very long. Melting quicker than anyway. 500 grams. Dark or milk chocolate, you can use either dark or milk. These ones milk. So add that in. 5 second speed 8. Straight down the sides. Back on, and then we're going to melt it now for 3 minutes on speed 1. Happy if you want to go over to somebody else while this is
Have
going.
you tried the marshmallows already? Have you tried eating the marshmallows?
What's that, Oxy?
Have you tried eating the marshmallows?
No, I haven't.
Haven't you?
But I
Really?
might.
Because I remember, Kay, you did the marshmallows and you brought it to Elizabeth's house. And like, I never liked marshmallows because I just never ate them before. And then after that, I ate only Thermomix recipe marshmallows. The
Yeah.
store-bought, just like, no taste. These ones are just magica and they
They're
melt in
beautiful
your
and so-
mouth.
Yeah, so soft and squishy.
They are incredible.
Yeah.
That's one of
Yeah.
my Christmas dishes for Christmas, to do a marshmallow as well.
Yeah, yeah. I'll just show you real quick while that's melting, actually. We have been making a few other little things for Christmas gifts. This is a tomato and chili jam. So it's just done in a thing with a, so the other day at the Charlotte and Defence Families, at the cooker retreat, we did like a, just all chutneys and jams, and like we had a big workshop cookie along sort of thing. So we made a few different things there. And then this one is the cranberry and rosemary jam or chutney. And this one is caramelized onion chutney, which is amazing with cheese and crackers. So it's another little gift. The girls' teachers got one of these each for their thank you present at the end of the year. And then, like Megan said, I've been making the golden syrup. So easy and cheap. So that's definitely put on your to-do list. And then this is a smaller version of what Jade made. If you want to have the recipe of the cookies. Yeah, so that's just a couple of ideas there.
They look great, Lisa.
Pardon?
They look great.
Thank you. Yeah.
Hey, Lisa, can you show the vacuum cleaner?
Oh, yeah, I can. Yep. So this is the Cobalt mini vac. Just sits on my bench all the time. It's really good to get in, you know, look for little spills. The girls know how to use it now because it's just so little and handy. So it's got like attachments and
That attachment is great for getting in the cutlery drawer. You know, when you see crumbs in your cutlery drawer, that thing's great.
yeah, definitely. So good. So do you want to talk about the black one or not yet? No? No. Yeah, so that's that. It's there. Amazing.
Oxy, well, did you, Megan, I'm sorry, Lisa, how long do you have on your cookie? Was it-
I've got 4 seconds, so
Okay.
I'm nearly done. Oh, there we go. So we're going to scrape down the sides. Where is my spatula? Yeah. So it's beautifully melted. And we make chocolate coated strawberries, anything with melted chocolate, ganaches, lots of yummy naughty things. So scrape down the sides, insert the measuring cup again. Next, and 2 minutes, speed 1. I don't know if it's going to need that long because it's very hot here today. Just without the aircon. I don't even think it needs that long. Maybe we need to stop it now. Yeah, it looks pretty melted to me. And then I've got to combine it all. So I will do that now. Can you see me still?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, we can see.
Yep. So pour melted chocolate into a large bowl with the other ingredients. I feel like I've got too much ingredients and not enough chocolate. But anyway, give it a red hot
Never
burn.
have too much ingredients.
Pardon?
Your children are not going to complain. Never too much sugar.
There was too much sugar. Got another bag of milk too, so I can if I need. It's so yummy.
Another trick is to actually put some of this, like cut the like the marshmallows or the lollies or whatever else smaller and put them in little bars, like the silicone mold bars that we have.
Yeah.
Mini size Rocky Road, and you can give them individual portions as opposed to cutting all that up once it's all like hardened. It just makes it easier to cut it up.
Yeah, kind of smaller. Yep.
Yeah, that's an awesome tip. I'm definitely going to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too. So that's all combined almost.
It's amazing. I can smell it from here. You live in my town. Maybe I should come jump in the car and get some for myself.
Come over. We'll pop it in there and let it sit.
While you are doing that, I'm just going to spotlight Megan at the same time because I think she's.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I have, yeah. Mine has just finished. So next step is to just add our reserved grated chocolate. I'll pop that in. And we're going to just pop that on to mix for 15 seconds. I had a little taste of a bit on the spoon and it didn't taste very pepperminty. So I'm just going to add another little bit of peppermint essence because I do want it to sort of be that choc mint flavour.
Mm-hmm.
That's always good to go easy. Just start with a little bit. You can always add more. You can't take it out though. So
could you use doTERRA peppermint oil, Megan?
yeah, you could. Yeah, you could use doTERRA peppermint oil. You only need 2 or 3 drops of that.
Yeah.
So 15 seconds on speed 3 just to mix that chocolate through. The condensed milk, butter, sort of fudge mixture is so warm that it's going to melt that grated chocolate really quickly. And when you are mixing up melted chocolate, you don't want to put it on too hard or too fast. You don't want to incorporate too much air into your melted chocolate. Give it a little scrape down. And that is it for fudge. So easy. So I am putting this one in a square tin. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because I like to cut it into little cubes like the size of dice. So I can dish it out to my children in very small portions. But I saw a really beautiful idea of putting it into a round tin and cutting it in wedges and then decorating each wedge as a little Christmas tree with some different sprinkles and I was going to say sequins, don't eat sequins, but like the sprinkle version of sequins and like little sugar candy type things, really cute. And I've also seen reindeers done the same way, so you can put a Jaffa at the end for a red nose. Oh, Ilham's got something there to show us. And you can use like pretzels and things as the antennas, so you can get really creative and make really cute things with your fudge too. Oh, funny faces. Yeah, like Mr. Potato Head kind of faces.
Or eyes. So for the reindeers, you can use the eyes and the mouth or whatever for the reindeers.
Beautiful. Yeah, so you can do lots of things with that. I'm just going to pour it in. You can see that. And so this just needs to go into the fridge.
Lisa, while Megan is pouring it into her baking tin, do you want to, so what goes next with yours? It's just in the, how long does it stay, how long does it need to harden at least? You're on.
Sorry. Yep, so that's it. So you just, once it's in the baking tin, you put it in the fridge to set, and that's it. And once it's hard, then you're going to cut it into pieces and, like you said, individually package them up. Maybe sorry I haven't prepared one earlier, but I'm sure you get the gist of how to do that. Rocky Road, pretty simple. I have found these I don't know, just at Jolly Ollie's, the cheap shops, you can get, you know, fancy little bags, or yeah, or some little cute little boxes, little whatever you like, however you want to wrap them up.
Awesome. Thank
Little bow. I actually found, like, with my vanilla beans, they came in these. So these are really cool to keep as well. You could put, you know, the salt with the rosemary salts, or the citrus salt.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I thought, we'll keep these, and they look like a test tube. Emily wanted to have them and do science, and I'm like, no. So we're gifting these, so we're going to put some rosemary salt and things like that. So that's another little gift idea for a hamper or something like that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Megan?
Yeah, I'm all done. So mine just needs to go in the fridge now. If I was just doing it as the recipe said with the salted caramel flavor, I'd sprinkle a little bit of salt on top, just to give it that nice sort of little salty topping. It needs at least 2 hours or overnight in the fridge, and then I just chop it all up and pop it in a container, and it's nice and easy to divvy out.
Awesome. Let's see, Kate, are you ready to show us your...
Yes. So welcome back, guys. 14 minutes on 90 degrees speed 4 was the basic recipe, but then it always says that if you need to do it a little bit longer, 2 to 3 minutes, again on 90 degrees speed 4. So I did that, and just checking it. I've done it a few times, so it needs to be thick and shiny. And I'm pretty happy with it now. I wasn't at 14 minutes, so I have added those few more minutes there. And now I'm quite happy with it. So I have a beautiful, very citrusy lemon butter that I'm just filling into that jar there. Now, of course, that will thicken as it cools, and I'm just putting it into that warm sterilized jar. And there you go. It's beautiful. So I'm going to have 10 of those after 16 minutes in my Thermomix, and some very basic ingredients. So, and now I'm just going to decorate it. Now, you must know, people don't know this about me, but I am the world's worst Grinch. Christmas is not my thing. So I'm trying very hard to be very festive here. And I've just put a little bow around it, and a little bell. And I really like these jars. They're very pretty, and they weren't very expensive. I just bought them from the local packaging shop, and now they're all going to look the same. So normally I would recycle you know, my jars and use them again for gifts, but this time, because I'm presenting it to a group of people and they'll all be seeing, you know, the same gift, they'll all know that they're getting the same amount of that beautiful lemon butter. So there you go, guys. Merry Christmas. I hope it tastes as amazing as it looks and smells. And I hope you get a chance to make some of that for your Christmas gifts as well. Oh, last little tip. I ran out of lemon juice with the fresh lemons and limes, and I found this in the fridge that I'm staying at. I would never, ever use this normally, but I was very thankful for it in the fridge today. So little tip, if you get stuck, you can always do that.
Awesome. Thank you, Kay. Okay, so if I...
Ilham, just quickly, I'm just going to tell everybody this chocolate that's left in here, we definitely don't waste it. I'm going to find some almond milk in the fridge. You could use normal dairy milk if you want. And I'm going to make a hot chocolate, because you can't waste chocolate, right?
Waste not, want not.
Lisa, I'm jumping in the car now. So Rocky Road and chocolate milk. That's just a water combo, right?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, guys, we just to let you know, for those of you that don't have a Thermomix or that wish to purchase a Thermomix as a gift this month, or as a Christmas gift at least, and you want this under the Christmas tree, then make sure if you buy a Thermomix, you actually get the free this cookbook, the Creating Something Incredible cookbook, as well as, oops, wrong way around, the blade cover peeler, upside down, the blade cover peeler, which is amazing in that, obviously, as the name suggests, it peels as well as it covers the blade when you want to do things like slow cooking or sous-vide, or you want to cook food that you don't want the big chunky pieces of meat or veggies to chop up. So that's amazing for that. So when you purchase your Thermomix this month before the 18th of December, which happens to be the cutoff day to actually purchase the Thermomix and get it before Christmas. So you get that free. And then, Oxy, did you want to mention anything else? I think you said.
Yeah, I just wanted to add the same. I've got the same thing, the same idea. Now, who doesn't want that from Santa, right? We've been all cute and cuddly and never naughty. So this is, remember, you need to order till the 18th of December and you'll have it in your doorstep. This is, like, I love Thermomix so much. Thermomix has been amazing for my family. I just want to say, like, my daughter, she lives in uni, in the campus, and she cooks every day. So that culture of cooking, it brings to financial well-being, because, you know, it not only it saves ingredients, it's really good for our health to cook. I think just Thermomix is an incredible product. I'm so passionate about it, and I wish you all the best for these holidays, and have a great summer.
Before you go, everybody, Megan's gonna, I want to run a poll, but Megan's also going to speak to us about our current offer, the refer a friend offer.
Yes. So although you still have time to get your own Thermomix under the tree, maybe you've got your Thermomix, maybe you know someone who wants a Thermomix. A lot of your consultants are still busy working this week, so they would still love to come and do a demo for you. So please reach out to them. If you don't have time to do a demo, though, we have a new referral program. So if you refer a friend who goes on to purchase a Thermomix, you will receive a $50 mix shop voucher to spend on whatever you like in our beautiful mix shop. Okay, so that's our little way of thanking you for sending the business our way. Your consultants work really hard to, to get out and to see all of you as much as they can during the year. And sometimes at a busy time of year, that's not possible, but we still want to be able to thank you for introducing us to your family and friends. So if you do have someone who you know would benefit from the Thermomix, who'd like to see it, or who'd just like to go ahead and buy one, let us thank you by letting your consultant know that you've got someone, and they'll send you that referral link. And it's as simple as them, just your friend putting in their details, which then come to us so we can contact them and do that. Ilham's going to run a quick poll, and then we'll see where we're at.
Yes,
Do you want to hit that play button, Ilham?
Yes. There we go, guys.
And obviously, when you're gifting all of these beautiful treats that you're making, and people say, "Oh my God, did you make that?" You can say, "Yeah, I made it in my Thermomix. Do you have one?" And there you go. You'll get your $50 mix shop referrals before you know it.
Can you guys all see the poll? I don't think the host can see it, but everyone else.
I can see it.
There we go. Just waiting on a few more. And then in the meantime, while you guys are doing that, our next month's cooking class is on Wednesday, the 10th of January at 7:30 p.m. And the theme for that class is backyard barbecues. So definitely join us. We'll send the link to that shortly too. We may even send that link. I think what we should do is in the link that's going to go out with the recording of tonight's class, we should actually put the link for the next class in there, and then you guys have access to register.
Yeah, absolutely. Just out of curiosity, how many of you guys have been to a class before? Yeah, Maria, you've been to some before? I can't see anyone. All right. Well, we would love to see you at the next classes. And if you have any more ideas of things that you'd like to see at classes, please let us know. We did sort of brainstorm and put together a few ideas for the next few months. But if there's something you'd love to see, please let us know. I would also just like to take a few minutes to really thank Oxy. Oxy has been a big part of our team and has been the backbone of organising these classes for us for the last few months. And sadly for us, she's got to step away from Thermomix for a little while and focus on her family business. But we couldn't have done this without you, Oxy, and even if we did, it wouldn't have been nearly as fun. So thank you so much for all the time and effort you've put into this and for making them the success that they are, and we will really miss you at these classes going forward.
Thank you. Do you know, I feel I'll come back. I already feel that fear of missing out. So I think you'll see me in 6 months.
Well, I did tell you I wasn't saying goodbye. I was saying see you later, alligator. So
Yeah.
we know we'll see you again soon.
Thank you. Thank you. I've had an amazing time. Now, like for everyone who's curious about becoming a consultant, why not? You know, it's for migrant like me coming to Australia with no social network. My first year, I made $20,000, and for it's incredible amount of money for a business, and like Thermomix just sells itself. So have a think about that. Why not? It's a good business, and all the best this new year. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Have a great Christmas, and we look forward to seeing what you're making, hearing all about it. Please do share your photos either on our South Coast Thermomix's VIP page, our Canberra Thermomix's VIP page, our Macarthur region Thermomix's VIP page, or anywhere else. Send them to your consultant and they'll share them somewhere on a page, because we do love to know that you are actually getting something out of this. So have a fantastic Christmas, and we look forward to seeing you in the new year.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
I'm gonna miss you, Oxy.
Don't worry, Ilham, I have your number. I'll be calling you for tips. Do you want to stop recording?